Hello everybody, it's me, Heather, and I'm back with part 3 of my extended first impression of Revlon's Nearly Naked. Today I am going to be applying this foundation using a makeup sponge. I'm using a Beauty Blender knockoff. This is from Essence of Beauty, runs about $5 at my local drugstore. This one's limited edition and vitamin E infused. I've never used one of these before, but I do know that you have to wet them before you use them, so I've already done that. I ran this under hot water and squeezed it a couple of times, and it blew up to bigger than it was in the package. I also noticed that it was like kind of foaming and leaving kind of like a white substance in the water as I squeezed it out. But then I remembered this is vitamin E infused, so I guess that was a little bit of the vitamin E in here, I hope. Alright, I went ahead and used Revlon's Photo Ready BB Cream underneath this again, because these do seem to go quite well together. And I do have things to do later today, so I plan on keeping this makeup on my face and going about my day. So anything that's going to help prolong the wear of the makeup, I'm all for. So I'm going to give this a good shake, and I'm going to pop that open. I'm going to pour some of this on the back of my hand. I'm going to start with about, a bit bigger than a pea size amount. I think that's about a dime size amount right there. I'm going to take this and just pop it right on there, just like that. And here we go. So I'll just do half my face first, so we have that comparison. I should probably do more of a stippling motion instead of just bouncing it off my face. Oh no, I'm trying to get a feel for this. So far it looks like it's going on sheerer this way, but it's also going on more evenly than when I've tried using this with my fingers or a stippling brush. So far I'm actually liking that. I'm going to try to pick up a little bit more off my hand. So yeah, it does seem to be going on sheerer, but like I said, it does seem to be going on more evenly. This actually looks more like skin now, as opposed to my other applications when I've used my fingers or a makeup brush. The brush I use was a stippling brush, which is usually pretty good at allowing you to build coverage with a foundation. Alright, so here we are with it on this side. Here I am without. So I don't feel like it's eaten a lot of the product, as you can see. So I honestly don't feel like that's enough for me to get to the other side. So I'm going to use just about the same amount again, maybe slightly less, only slightly. I'm going to pick it up with the sponge again, and I'm just going to stipple that in, since I got some blemishes there I really want to cover up. Stupid zips. Alright. So as you can see, I've already got my eye makeup on today. But I can still go under my eyes because I don't have anything under my eyes. Go with my nose a little. In a moment I'll try using the pointed tip under my eyes and maybe a little bit more around my nose area. Okay. So you can see it's still, this way it's still kind of a sheer coverage. But there's a noticeable difference in my skin. So I am liking that. It doesn't look so much like I'm wearing a lot of foundation. Whenever I use this foundation with a stippling brush, throughout the day I found that it did look kind of cakey. Like it honestly, to me, looked like I was wearing a little bit too much makeup, which is not a look I normally go for. Although I love color and I love to wear a lot of makeup, I don't want to look like I'm wearing too much makeup. You know what I mean? I want it to be like, ooh, she's wearing too much makeup. So I'm going to go in the little corners here. I don't want to go in too far in the corners since I do have some eyeshadow there. I don't want to wipe it off. And I'm actually just going to dab that right on the thing right here. Okay, there we go. So some stuff to work with. See if we can blend that out a bit. So I do like that I can go like right underneath my eye with it. That's pretty cool. I can really get in there with it. So there we go. I got a little bit more coverage under that eye. then I do the other. Alright, so here we are, impression number 3. To be honest, I think the best application method that I've liked so far is actually using a makeup sponge, even though I'm so not in the habit of doing that, but I think from now on, anytime I use this, I think I will actually use a makeup sponge. So for those of you who are considering using a makeup sponge and a reusable makeup sponge, after every use, clean your sponge. How are you going to clean your sponge? Take some antibacterial hand soap, or your facial cleanser would be good. You can get some brush cleaner, but be sure that it's not going to be something that is, make sure it's not something that is going to irritate your skin. So I will be using probably my facial cleanser to clean this in a couple of minutes. Maybe I'll do a tutorial about in the future if that's something you guys want to see on how to clean reusable makeup sponges. So, because you don't want to use the same sponge again and again and again and again and again and never clean it, because then you're going to have a whole bunch of these. You're going to be breaking out like really bad. It's going to make your skin look dull. You're going to get blackheads. Your pores are going to get clogged. It's gross. So clean your brushes, clean your sponges. Alright, so this is the end of our extended impression of Revlon's Nearly Naked. So which foundation application method did you guys like best? I'd love to hear from you. Please respond in the comments below. Do you think it looked best when I use my fingers, foundation brush, or a makeup sponge? So honestly, again, my consensus is, after having done this 3 different ways, I like the makeup sponge, surprisingly. I didn't think I would. But even though this put on the makeup a little bit more sheer, it looks so much more natural to me. This actually looks like my skin. It doesn't, and I don't see a strong line of demarcation, which is good. So it blends in nicely with my skin. So yeah, that's my final consensus. Thank you guys again. I was really surprised when I made the first video and I said I would do an extended impression. I wasn't really sure if this was something that you guys wanted to see. And so thank you guys for your feedback, because it let me know, oh, okay, this is something you're interested in. Thank you for being so patient. I know it took me a while to get all 3 of these out. In the future, whenever I test out new foundations and I do extended impressions by doing different application methods, I will bang them out right away. I'll have, I'll post them consecutively. It just took me forever to get around to getting an actual makeup sponge. So now I have one that I will be cleaning and reusing, and you will see this little sucker in future videos, and I'll probably actually start collecting these now, because now I like it. Alright guys, please follow me on Instagram and Twitter, and rate, comment, subscribe. I'll see you guys later.